How did Michael Jordan turn a risky shoe deal into a billion-dollar empire that still rules the world today? In 1985, a pair of bold black and red sneakers hit the NBA court, defying league rules and racking up fines. Nike paid the fines, turning the controversy into marketing gold and launching Air Jordans into global fame. Behind the iconic sneakers lies a web of success, scandal, and secrets, from fierce competition on the court to whispered controversies off it. Let's set the game clock to 1984. Michael Jordan was basketball's hottest rising star, fresh off an NCAA championship and an Olympic gold medal. Every major sports brand should have been fighting to sign him. Shockingly though, Adidas, his dream brand, turned him down. They thought he was too small and preferred marketing around towering centers like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. MJ knew his worth and dribbled on. Disappointed and still determined, Michael Jordan explored other offers. Converse, the NBA's biggest shoe brand at the time, offered him a deal. However, they already had legends like Larry Bird and Magic Johnson on their roster. They told MJ he'd be just another star in their lineup, and Jordan wasn't interested in being just another guy. He wanted a brand that would make him the guy. Stepping onto the court, Sonny Vaccaro of Nike convinced his co-founder Phil Knight to sign Michael Jordan, who was initially uninterested in meeting with them. However, his mother, Dolores Jordan, insisted he listen to their pitch. Mother knows best, they say.
Like that?
No, like this. And now give it some razzle-dazzle.
That's my mom.
At that time, Nike struggled to penetrate the basketball market, primarily known for running shoes. Vaccaro saw an opportunity and persuaded Knight to offer Jordan a groundbreaking contract that included a signature shoe line, an unprecedented move for a rookie. They promised $250,000, royalties on every pair sold, and creative input. Jordan remained skeptical until he saw the first sketches from creative director Peter Moore, which would become the iconoclastic Air Jordan 1. And just like that, the Air Jordan 1 was born. The shoe's bold red, black, and white design shattered the NBA's uniform rules, earning $5,000 fines every time Michael Jordan wore them. Did Nike care? Not at all. They paid the fines and launched the iconic Banned by the NBA campaign, which only made the shoes even more desirable. By the end of the first year, Nike had sold $126 million worth of Air Jordans, blowing past every expectation. The popularity and astronomical sales of Jordan shoes fueled Nike's ambition to expand the Jordan brand beyond shoes. The Jordan line became the storied, full-blown sportswear brand we know today. Jerseys, jackets, warm-ups, hoodies, and even streetwear-inspired casual apparel. Wearing Jordan gear became a cultural statement both on and off the court. Whether you were playing pickup games or hanging out with friends, rocking the Jordan brand meant you belonged. Rolling into 1988, Tinker Hatfield, legendary designer, made the Jordan brand recognizable all over the world with the Jumpman logo. Its history is almost as iconic as the brand itself. Jumpman was born from a 1984 photo shoot for Life magazine, where MJ struck a leaping pose while wearing his Olympic uniform. Inspired by that image, Peter Moore created the original Air Jordan logo, a basketball with wings. Tinker Hatfield then reimagined the brand's identity using that legendary mid-air silhouette of MJ soaring toward the rim. The new Jumpman logo debuted on the Air Jordan 3 in 4 colorways: black cement, white cement, fire red, and true blue, and instantly became one of the most, if not the most, recognizable symbols in sports history. Don't miss more epic stories and untold secrets behind the world's biggest iconic brands. Subscribe now or you'll be left out of the conversation. Trust us, you don't want to miss what's coming next. Michael Jordan wasn't just respected on the basketball court, he was feared. His presence alone could rattle even the toughest NBA legends. In the late 80s and early 90s, the Detroit Pistons' bad boys, led by Isaiah Thomas, built their entire defensive strategy around stopping Jordan, and even they couldn't keep him down for long. Thomas later admitted that battling Michael Jordan felt like going up against a force of nature. Charles Barkley, one of the greatest power forwards in NBA history and a longtime rival turned friend, once said, "He's the only player I ever feared." Barkley was known for his confidence, but even he knew better than to cross MJ on game day. A generation later, the fear of MJ fell into Shaquille O'Neal, a 7'1" giant who dominated the league in the late 90s and early 2000s. Despite his size and skill, even Shaq admitted that going up against Jordan felt different, like stepping into the ring with a heavyweight champion who never missed.
I was terrified out there.
Were you really?
Yeah.
You scared of MJ?
Yeah.
Jordan's killer instinct wasn't just about skill, it was his mentality that set him apart. He didn't just play to win, he played to crush opponents, mentally and physically. His fiery competitiveness pushed him beyond basketball, making the Air Jordan brand much more than a sneaker line. It too became a symbol of dominance, swagger, and a relentless pursuit of greatness. And while his intensity helped him build a billion-dollar brand, it also fueled a darker side that couldn't be ignored. His obsession with winning extended beyond basketball to high-stakes gambling and risky bets that nearly destroyed his pristine image. His gambling habits became public after several shady stories emerged. In 1993, MJ was linked to James Bowler, a convicted drug dealer, after a $57,000 check from Jordan was discovered during a police raid at Bowler's home. Initially, Jordan claimed it was a loan, but under oath, he admitted it was to cover gambling debts from a wild weekend of golf. Foul from his airness! Then came Richard Esquinas, a self-proclaimed gambling addict who published a tell-all book claiming MJ owed him $1.2 million from golf bets. MJ denied the amount, but admitted he did lose some money to Esquinas. The damage to his image, however, was already done. People started wondering just how deep Jordan's gambling issues went. Flagrant foul 1 on the GOAT! This led to one of the most notorious conspiracy theories in sports history, that MJ's sudden first retirement from the NBA in 1993 wasn't about being tired or wanting to play baseball. It was a secret suspension handed down by the NBA due to his gambling and potentially fixing games, a claim the league has always denied. Some even speculated that the murder of his father, James Jordan, was linked to unpaid gambling debts owed to the mafia. Though no evidence ever confirmed these theories, they became an inseparable part of Jordan's legacy. Flagrant foul 2! The Black Cat has been escorted off the court! Despite the scandals and conspiracy theories, Nike stood by MJ, and the Jordan brand didn't just survive, it thrived. Black Jesus has paid for his mistakes, and Air Jordan continues to soar. Behind every pair of Air Jordans lies a sophisticated production process, blending advanced design techniques with precision craftsmanship. Nike uses premium materials like genuine leather, fly-knit fabric, and responsive Zoom Air cushioning to ensure durability, comfort, and performance. Signature elements such as the elephant print on the Jordan 3s or the glossy patent leather on the Jordan 11s aren't just about aesthetics. They're engineered for functionality and style, reflecting Michael Jordan's high standards for excellence. Nike's rise hasn't been without controversy. During the 90s and 2000s, the company faced major backlash over alleged unethical labor practices in factories producing Air Jordans. Reports exposed harsh conditions, underpaid workers earning as little as $1.25 a day, and even accusations of child labor in countries like Indonesia and Vietnam, all while the shoes sold for over $150 in the US, generating billions. The scandal cost Nike nearly $1 billion in market value at its peak. In response, they tightened factory monitoring, introduced a code of conduct, and published annual labor reports. While these reforms improve transparency, critics say outsourcing to countries with weak labor laws keeps ethical concerns alive. The Air Jordan brand may stand for success and ambition, but its production story remains a complicated part of its legacy. Adding to the controversy is the Jordan brand's aggressive marketing strategy based on scarcity and exclusivity. Every release feels like a global event, with teasers, countdowns, and surprise drops that keep fans on edge. Social media buzz, collaborations with stars like Travis Scott and Drake, and limited edition partnerships with luxury labels like Dior drive the brand's appeal even higher. When the Air Jordan 1 High Dior was announced, sneakerheads went crazy. With only 8,500 pairs released, fans camped out for days, and the shoes instantly sold out at $2,000 each. The hype didn't stop there. Resale prices skyrocketed, with some pairs fetching over $10,000. The frenzy even extended to luxury auctions, where limited edition Jordans have been bid on like priceless art. In 2020, a game-worn pair of Air Jordan 1s sold for $560,000 at Sotheby's, proving that Jordans aren't just sneakers, they're cultural trophies. The brand also teamed up with fashion icons and music legends. Designer Virgil Abloh's Off-White X Air Jordan 1 fused high fashion with streetwear, while Travis Scott's Air Jordan 1 Retro High with its flipped swoosh became a resale giant, fetching over $5,000. Both collaborations sold out instantly, turning Jordans into global status symbols. The The cultural takeover began with Spike Lee's Mars Blackman character in the It's Gotta Be the Shoes campaign, linking MJ's on-court dominance to street-style cool. The shoes became pop culture staples, worn by icons like Will Smith on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Jay-Z in music videos, and even Michael Jackson.
For the short film Jam, I got to work with the greatest sports legend of all time, Michael Jordan.
Mike, how you doing?
Thanks for making it. I knew this was going to be amazing, so I had all these cameras set up all around us, and there was tons of footage that never made it into the piece. And you're about to see some of the best and some of the worst.
Despite the controversies and criticism, the Jordan brand's legacy is unstoppable. What began as a risky Nike deal became a $6.5 billion global powerhouse, redefining sports, fashion, and culture. Decades after Michael Jordan's last NBA game, his shoes still symbolize excellence and ambition. Every Air Jordan release isn't just a product, it's a piece of history, inspired by a man who refused to accept limits. In the end, it was never just about the shoes. It was about chasing greatness. Perfection fades. Legends live on. Hungry for more jaw-dropping controversies and untold stories? Tap the suggested videos to uncover secrets you never saw coming. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We're curious what surprised you the most. Shoot for that like button, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell for more iconic stories.